global controls will have to be imposed, and a world governing body will be created to enforce them. Crises precipitate change.
Secretly plotting your demise. I want to devise a virus.
Hello everyone, Darko 2012 here with Global Government News, and I just want to say right off the bat, anybody that's been checking out the Cutting Edge radio show, either live on Shoutcast or on my Darko 2012 playlist under the Cutting Edge, if you checked out those that show either live or on YouTube, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate it, and to spread the word if you can, so that other people will check it out. The shows, just like my YouTube channel that I started, well, I've had a YouTube channel, but I never really started making videos until last November, and I've had a lot of success with doing this. And so I've started this radio show with someone named Digital Addiction, who goes by the name of Delta, and it is called The Cutting Edge, and it's every Saturday night, and it is at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Shoutcast Radio. You can go to the video itself, and there'll be at the end of the videos there'll be a caption that gives you the link, but you should be able to find it pretty easily if you need to. Beyond that, otherwise you can just wait for the videos to come out. But that's about it. Here we go. This is called H1N1 protection added to the next season's flu shots. A CDC advisory panel recommends nearly everyone in the U.S. receive the new enhanced vaccine. So, just going off what I know about the H1N1 flu vaccine, pandemic vaccine, I don't trust it. I didn't take it, and I don't plan on taking it. I know that they had something going on in the Ukraine and Central Europe. They called it the black lung, which was kind of serious. It didn't spread, for the most part, to the United States, although there were cases that had similar symptoms towards the end of last year, 2009. So I wouldn't be surprised if that type mutated virus, along with the last year's strain of H1N1, along with what was put in the flu shots that all these stupid people took. If they did take it, they were stupid. But for the majority of the people, I gotta hand it to my fellow humans here and Americans and people on this planet. Kudos to you if you didn't take it. You did live. You didn't die, and there was a lot of people that didn't take it because they have a stockpile surplus of vaccines that are unused. And the first thing that they did with that, of course, is what? Because this is a eugenics operation, this is about population control, they sent it to third world nations. That's where they sent all those unused vaccines, from France, Germany, the US, and UK. I posted an article or a video on that and covered that. So, yeah, and then the other thing is, too, I just want to give a little bit of background because you can read this for yourself. It's not a huge article, so I'll be able to blast through it. But just one more thing about this little made in the lab, part bird, part pig, part human flu. There has been scientists that said that everything points towards this thing being made in a lab, and the vaccines that they're offering with the squalene and the thimerosal, which is 50% mercury, along with Wolfgang, or whatever his name is, the health minister in Germany, and a politician who's said that the cells that were used, the embryos, or the eggs that they used to contain these things, were, to his knowledge, cancerous, from cancerous animal cells. So you're not just going to get sterilized, you're going to get possibly cancer, and you're going to have mercury, which eats holes in your brains. And this isn't to scare you, this is just hopefully to you to do your own research if you don't know about any of this, so that you can tell your family and your friends and even your doctors who are going to tell you to take the shot, oh, there's nothing to do wrong with it, and then you can ask them if they give their children a shot or they took the shot, and they'll say, well, no, I didn't, in fact. But yeah, biggest point I want to make here is that they had these vaccines, a recall last year of H1N1 pandemic vaccines. They were the children's vaccines, and they said that they were, quote, not strong enough. And what were those vaccines? Those were the ones without the thimerosal. Those were the mercury-free ones. So just goes to show you what it means when they say it wasn't strong enough. So here they go, enhanced vaccine. So whenever they say that, it's bullshit. With these words. At the peak of the influenza A H1N1 virus epidemic last year, Atlanta internist Sandra Fryhofer, MD, had to refuse vaccine for some patients because they did not fall into the priority group set by the Centers for CDC, which was what? Pregnant women and children, right? That's really, really nice, right? And screw the old people. A lot of old people end up dying because they didn't take the shot. That shouldn't be a problem during the next flu season, as the FDA has decided to include a pandemic 2009 H1N1 virus in the Northern Hemisphere's 2010-2011 seasonal flu vaccine. So now they're combining it with the regular flu vaccine. Aha. This will make vaccine strategies much simpler so we can focus on getting people vaccine and protected rather than trying to figure out which group they're in or should they get the vaccine now or later. Fryhofer said, the clinic associate professor of the medical medicine at Emory University School of Medicine and a member of the American Medical Association, blah, blah, blah. All the people that you should trust, right? You got to have trust in them, right? Because they're official. The FDA, another official company that brought you aspartame, announced February 23rd that an California 7/2009 H1N1-like virus would be included in next season's flu vaccine. This is the same virus used in the 2009 H1N1 monovalent vaccine, which means it has a live virus in it. That's what that means. I looked it up. It means live. So yeah, they're helping to spread it, and they'll tell you that they're not, and that you can't get sick by it, but that's incubating in your body. So just that. That's according to Dr. Horowitz and that. Different people that I've heard. The FDA's move was followed a day later by a federal panel's recommendation to administer next season's flu vaccine to nearly all Americans, including healthy young people, a group that was disproportionately affected by the H1N1. The Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices, which advises the CDC on vaccine issues, on February 24th, voted to expand seasonal flu immunization to everyone except babies younger than 6 months. Well, that's so nice of them, isn't it? Previous vaccine recommendations apply to about 85% of the population, but did not include the healthy people aged 19 to 49 unless they had close contact with others considered at high risk for the flu. ACIP's proposal will go to the CDC and Health Department. If approved, it would become policy and be considered the standard practice of care for vaccines. 2009, the 2009 H1N1 vaccine pandemic, showed us that elderly people aren't necessarily the only ones at risk for serious consequences of influenza. The committee thought the time was now to really recommend everyone to get a flu vaccine, but there's concern that the increased demand for the flu vaccine caused by expanding the recommendations could lead practices waiting longer than usual for requested doses. And you see what's going on here, guys? This is what they said last time, the fear-mongering. Oh, there's not going to be enough vaccines, and they had drive-thrus for vaccines, and they did all this other stuff, but what happened? No, half the people didn't take it. They had all of them left over, so this is all crap. What they're saying, oh, there's going to be so many, we're not going to be able to meet demand. It says, meanwhile, a new seasonal flu immunization, Sanofi Pasteur's Fluzone high dose, will be available for adults 65 and older. And it says here, the FDA approved the high dose vaccine in December 2009, and its February meeting gave the go-ahead for the use, but stopped short of recommending it until efficacy studies were available. Flu vaccine demand. It says that Skinner said it's difficult to predict how expanding the seasonal flu vaccine recommendations will affect manufacturers that struggled to meet high demand for H1N. See, that's crap. They're lying. They didn't. There was no real demand for it. Historically, fewer than half of the number of people who are advised to get this vaccine do so. And it says, I'm not going to have time to read the rest of this, guys. I'm sorry. But I would recommend that you go and read it yourself here. And read it for yourself, because it's nothing but propaganda. And so if you were thinking about taking a shot, don't. Please do your research. Thank you.